Come and spend a Saturday morning in the life with me. This Saturday is not my typical Saturday. Normally I am at work very early on Saturday mornings, but I am on vacation this weekend, so I got to do what I wanted to do. So I went to breakfast with my husband on a little breakfast date, and we also went to get coffee, which I'll be taking you all along with me. Then we're going to get some baking done for a family event that I have today. So if that's something that you're interested in, keep on watching. Go get breakfast. We haven't decided where we're going yet, but I'll definitely show you whenever we get there. And I'm gonna do my makeup on the way to wherever we're going. I'm still waiting on my husband to come get in the car, so I guess I'll just start on my makeup while I'm waiting on him. Well, we've got quite a bit planned today. We have some company coming over around like 1 o'clock to watch football, and then around 4 o'clock we have a family event to go to. It's like a kickball family thing. And he made the plans with our friends. We have a husband and wife who, they're younger than us, but I'm friends with the wife, he's friends with the husband, and they also have a 1-year-old. I don't even know if he knows I came and got in the car. That is what's going on today. On Thursday, I got Botox in my forehead because when I talk, like, I have those lines on my forehead because I'm so expressive. So I'm gonna start getting Botox like every 3 to 4 months. It was like $300. I got 35 units. It was supposed to be $350, but when I walked in there, I told them specifically I don't want to spend over $300, so give me $300 worth of Botox, please. And then the doctor gave me 35 units. So the woman who takes payment was like, I thought you said that you didn't want to spend over $300. And I said, that is what I said. So she was like, well, just make the payment for $300. So I got 5 units for free. But it's like, it's already working a little bit. I can tell that while I'm talking, my forehead isn't like scrunching up a lot. But if I like actively try, I can still, well, that's like me trying hard. That's crazy. That is crazy. Because if you look back at some of my videos when I'm talking, just when I'm like talking, my forehead is scrunching up. Okay. Anyway, so today's Saturday, so it's only been 2 days. It's supposed to take 7 days for it to like fully be in effect. So come 7 days, I'm not gonna have like any movement in my forehead, which is what I wanted. I told him, I said, make me like Kim K. I don't want people to be able to tell when I'm excited, when I'm mad, nothing, because my face will say something before my mouth does. But let me tell my husband that it is time to go, and I'm waiting on him in the car. So yes, I'm just gonna take you with me this weekend through whatever we do. Just to spend some time together, and so that you kind of get to see a little bit more about what I do in my day-to-day life.
Nobody here will ever be double permanent.
Yeah, this looks great. This coffee place was really cool. It is called Fairhope Coffee, and it used to be a gas station slash car service place, and they changed it into a CBD place, and now it is a coffee shop, and it's just really cool how they kept the vibes. But we are back from our little breakfast date. I went to make some cupcakes, maybe even some cookies for the family kickball event. I have cake mix. I'm not doing it from scratch. I cannot chance my cake not coming out good when it's at a family event. Okay, don't ever take something that is iffy to a family event, because I do not want to be the one whose stuff gets talked about. So I have vanilla cake mix and I have chocolate cake mix, so I need to get some icing. I have powdered sugar and Crisco, so I could just make my icing, but I think I might need to get some more powdered sugar and Crisco if I'm going to go that route, because I do not have enough to do as many cupcakes as I'm trying to do. So I need to go get more stuff for icing, oil, and I guess I'm going to have to run to Hobby Lobby and get some cupcake boxes. And then I'm thinking about making cookies too. I'll need to get some cookie dough. I just want to bring some treats, especially stuff that the kids will enjoy, just to make this event even more special. I know there's already going to be like food and probably some pound cake, but I know the kids will love cupcakes and cookies, and I know the adults will too. So that's going to be my little contribution. I think they just skipped right over fall and went to Christmas. I know they don't do Halloween here, but there's not a lot of fall, but there's a lot of Christmas. This is such a cool cupcake area. It's got like 3 tiers of cupcake things in it. It's $14.99, these 2-quarter sheet boxes, and then just put the cupcakes in there. And then as long as the box is full, they shouldn't slide around. I am a professional cake decorator, and I'm also a manager of a bakery. So for 46 hours of my life, I am in a bakery, and we do tons of different decadent style cakes, cheesecakes, cupcakes, custom cake orders, cookies, cookie cakes. We mix our bread from scratch, pies. I mean, we do it all. So I don't necessarily bake a lot at home just because I do it so much at work. But whenever there is like a family event or a holiday, I always want to bring something special just because I know that the family enjoys the things that I make, even when there's something as simple as cupcakes or cookies. And in this instance, I'm not mixing anything from scratch. I did make the icing with my boxed cake mixes. Whenever I do use boxed cakes, I put extra oil. And if I'm going to actually make a cake, I will put like an extra egg white or 2 in there just to make it more sturdy, so that when I ice it, it doesn't fall apart. I have little tips and tricks that I've used to make sure my cakes stay moist, like when I flip them out of their pan, immediately wrapping them in saran wrap so that the moisture is trapped inside of the cake. So if you think about it, if the cake is just sitting there cooling on an open rack, I mean, all of that moisture is just releasing. But if you hold the steam in, the moisture just goes back into the cake. So even if I'm not doing something completely homemade, I still think that I have my personal little touches that I do that makes things taste better. So I have a huge huge love for baking, especially when it comes to cakes and cupcakes. And I think that this stemmed from my grandma Connie. So my grandma Connie was my mom's mom, and we used to spend so much time in the kitchen baking and making treats. We used to do, gosh, on Christmas we would do divinity, we would do fudge, we would do those little pecan balls. Oh, they taste so good. I tried to make them last year and it was a fail. I'm going to try again this year. We would do popcorn balls where she would boil sugar until it caramelized, and then you would have to roll the popcorn in the hot caramelized sugar, but you'd have to butter your hands really good beforehand so that they didn't burn. We would do peach cobbler pies. We would go pick blackberries and make fresh blackberry pies. Gosh, she just spent so much time with me and teaching me how to do all these things with baking, and it's just crazy to me that as I got older, like, that's what my passion was and what I have built a career in, and how I support my family is with baking and decorating cakes. So I just think that it's interesting that my love for baking was started when I was so young, and I always knew, I mean, of course I had the times where I wanted to be a veterinarian, but in high school I would watch Ace of Cakes, I would watch Cake Boss, and I just knew that that was something that I really wanted to do, and so I did. And that's something that I can talk about more in detail. If anyone is interested, I can make a future video about that, about how I got started in the cake decorating industry and about how I progressed and made a career out of it. But I really hope that you enjoyed spending this Saturday morning with me. This is not a typical Saturday morning. I am on vacation on this particular Saturday. Normally I am at the bakery before the sun comes up, and I'm there for a good 10, 11, sometimes 12 hours or longer, making sure that orders get out, wedding cakes get done correctly and delivered on time. So there's a lot that goes into it. But I really hope that you enjoyed spending the Saturday morning with me, and I am going to try to keep up with the schedule of posting videos on Mondays and Fridays. Hopefully I can stick with that. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to be aware of when I upload next. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for staying to the end if you made it this far, and I'll see you soon.